Hi guys, welcome back, and yeah, I'm officially 10 days late to the March video, but nonetheless, welcome to the March video. So right now, my fixed CP is sitting at 1.15 M. PvP it's about 1.13 to 1.14, but yeah. So I'll just show my PvP build first. I don't think much has changed, if not anything at all. I'll show it here. My skill build for PvP. So these are my stats without any pet active going on right now. It's just raw stats. It's 41k M attack. I think it's at 535 M damage. I still trying to get it up closer to 600. Ignore M def still way too low, 2099, but not focusing on rolling Libra for now because of my order feathers, which I'll show later. PvP stats 15.2 and 13.8, so with the green tea it goes to 15.4 and 14k. 14k it's alright, not the highest, but focusing more on PvP damage reduction right now, because honestly my damage, I feel it's not really coming from the PvP damage bonus, it's coming from the lack of MDef, ignore MDef and M damage when hitting tanks, especially the priests and the wanderers. And then the rest of my stats you can slowly see when you can pause if you want to see more. Yeah, I'll show more in depth of my build. So I'm switching to cold bolt because you use wind if you're trying to chase someone, but honestly my damage is not that high, so even if I chase the guy, most of the time they don't really die, so I just act like a standing turret using cold bolt, and if people want to hit me back, they get slowed a lot, and they also get the debuff from the water skill, which is minus 50% attack speed, which hurts quite a few classes like sorcerers especially. This one is just for when people slap you in your face and then you're just standing there hitting them. I rather use water over wind, especially with everyone using Dokebi card right now. Enchants, nothing much change except for beacon goes to level 8 on my helmet. Okay, and then my Nebula for PvP. So Nebula for PvP, it's very subjective to your character and what you really want or what's killing you and whatnot. I think I've said this before, but yeah. So for me, I generally put a little bit into everything. I don't really put into swordsman, but I might adjust later because right now there's not as many genetics. So back when I made this, it was mostly for genetics and shadow chaser, but yeah, I might need to change this a little bit because genetic could be 2, and then yeah. So essentially how I built my Nebula is these are the base. We don't look at the rest first, and then you just add everything here. These two are elemental skill reduction. You just add 1 for the 2%, and then upgrading only gives 0.8 each, so I don't really bother too much with it because not all classes do element skill damage, and sometimes people forget to change their skill element, their impale, or yeah, they forgot to convert their impale damage. So I'll just add 1 for now, and then the rest of the points after adding all my base I will spread out to see which classes that are killing me the most often in PvP. So at that point of time, it was monks and combo monks and what's it called, gunslingers. So yeah, these two are level 5 and level 3. I will always put emphasis on reduction to sorcerers, because no matter what, there's going to be magic players, and yeah, so sorcerer will at least be 3 for me. I don't put 5 because usually when the sorcerer is stronger than you, you just die anyways. So yeah, 3. We got Sigils. Is still the same, which is floating for impale 3, soul mark for divine vessel 4, and then I'll be swapping out soul mark for nether force 3 whenever that comes. Then active is finally photon burst level 4, which gives 8% P damage and damage reduction, which is very nice. So feathers, I think mostly tier 7, and then 1 tier and 2 tier 26, 2 tier 6, but not everything has order yet. So you see I got 1. Oh, I'm on my last, yeah, so I'm on my last odd. Oh, it's really hard to see from here. Okay, so yes, I'm on my last feather to change to order. As you can see, all my attack is now no longer faith, it's just truth for the bonus M damage. And then in my defense, I just have 1 more truth, which once my last order is done, I will just swap it to order, and then the truth will go in attack, and then I'll be actually making full use of the defense bonus. And where is it? Because here we got defense stat plus 30%. Truth gives you just pure attack, so it's it's P damage, M damage, and M attack, which you don't get the buff from putting it in your defensive statue, which is quite a waste, I feel. So I'm just changing this to order and making use of the defense stat bonus in this. Mount equipment, sharpness, resolute, perception, withering. Sharpness is really high level because I've been focusing on it, trying to pump out as much M damage as I can, because it's not so big of a problem when you're sorcerer, but it's a huge problem when you're warlock. So I want to get this to at least 149 before I change back, 149, and then I'll work on this one the next, because this one gives you flat M damage as a stat itself, and then sturdy I'll up it whenever I can. This is my last priority. I'll probably max these two before I even touch this. Nexus for PvP, very standard. PvP as well. And then the defense, it's PDef, flat PDef, MDef. Probably should look for normal, just P damage reduction, but range is the only thing I can put. Or M damage reduction works really well also. But I like the flat MDef. I'm not sure how valuable the flat PDef is, but yeah, MDef is definitely valuable. And then last one is all PvP what for sure. And my card deck still the same. It's just minor protection, major fortitude, and major prophecy. But let's see, I'm gonna change my major prophecy out for counterattack once I get my Aether Swift Mantis. So yeah, it's gonna be full defense, and yeah, just full defense. So for my soul force, I'm just focusing on putting in what gives you the highest stats, with emphasis a little bit more on the M damage. So this one gives you 2.55, which is why I'm using it, and also the, I think I explained in the previous video where you still get the 2.5% bonus damage per stack, even in PvP. Next is Nightingale. Nothing has changed from Nightingale. I'm just waiting to level 50, and then once I unlock the Nightingale is still exactly the same for PvP. Once I unlock the level 50 rare ethics and you can share the stats between the different pages and stuff, I will maybe shift it up a little bit and test out more. But yeah, that's it for that. And last thing is my mount. Nothing has changed. I'm still using the dragon mount. Why is it not the dragon mount? Yeah, so dragon mount, I would assume is still the best in slot for PvP. But yeah, dragon mount. Okay, so PvP cards, standard, it's Orc Hero, Daruchi. You don't have Orc Hero, Illusion Orc Hero works fine, I think, honestly. Resist stuns is very important. Everyone has a stun in their kit right now, so resisting stuns is a must. Double Goblin Leader, nothing new. Oh, actually one more Goblin Leader is new from the PvP betting coin shop. So I think last video it was a blue goblin card, now it's purple, as well as a doppelganger card. Deviling, both 2 stars, no intention of ever getting them to 3 star, and 2 baffle. Okay, weapon, it's Hydra Dark Priest. I feel like my water ball isn't doing that much damage, and yeah, so I'm just using Hydra. Shield, GTB, Tara Frog. Would like to change Tara Frog for Maya, but honestly I don't feel like wasting nyans on buying a Maya card, especially because Maya can be countered by a purple card. I think it's Ninetales. Yeah, when taking reflected damage, your resistance will be determined by your defense stats. So honestly, Maya card, it's not gonna kill the Sultans, because even if it reflects their magic damage, if they're wearing that one card Ninetales card, it's not gonna do much damage to them, because yeah. Armor card, Queen Medusa, resist petrify for Rengriff of Fortitude, the petrify bonus. Cloak, still double Harpy Queen. One of them is 1 star. I'm too poor to get it to 3 star. This one, Moonlight Illusion Flower, I would say is the best card for low spenders or mid spenders, or even F2P actually. At 1 star, the card itself gives you this bonus 5% P damage, M damage reduction, which is very very nice. And at 3 star, it gives you 15% move speed, which is 5% short of a regular Moonlight Flower card. So yeah, it's an amazing card to use, honestly. I think even if I get a real Moonlight, I probably wouldn't switch it over for this yet, unless 1 star Moonlight is better than 3 star Illusion, which I'm not sure because I don't have 1 star Moonlight. Dark Lord, yeah, honestly, you can just use Illusion Dark Lord, or any other shoe card is fine, even Alarm is fine. I just personally like Dark Lord because Meteor Storm abuses people that don't have stun resist or don't have Orc Hero card, because it has a pretty decent chance of stunning the target. But with the new Illusion Orc Hero, honestly, I don't see it stunning as much people, but because it's an MVP card, it gives me good P damage reduction and a lot of max HP. which max HP isn't really important, but yeah, it's mostly for the Meteor Storm. Accessories standard triple Wraith and Bonnie. As a sorcerer, you can choose to use Purporing and Horon card because we don't have innate sight, and sometimes it's really annoying if you're fighting a Shadow Chaser or anyone with Kraken card and suddenly they go invisible. But honestly, if anyone has Kraken card and I'm fighting them, I'm probably screwed, so I can't be bothered. And if anyone has stealth and wants to run away from me, so be it. I'm not gonna chase them. My build is meant to be a standing turret. I'm just a support for my whale to drain SP and debuff the enemy. So yeah, that's my cards for PvP. And before I show my PvP build, I guess everyone has seen this button here, so I'll just show off my statue for now. The 3 new ones, I think they've been shooting up really fast, and I've been in Delot hell. I have not enough Delot hammer and chisels to level up my resonance, magic and time, so it's been even slower than normal. I've been exchanging the Delot from the daily where you can get the ash instead of the hammers and chisels, but I've been balancing out and taking the hammers because even if I get the things up, I don't have enough hammers to upgrade it. But yeah, it's still doing the same thing where I do 3 levels at a time, so this one goes up 3, and then once this is 24, I'll work on magic and then reso, trying to maximize the PvP damage stat, PvP stat bonus from the statue itself. And Majesty, it's finally level 12, and I'm gonna stop on it for now, other than the free pieces that we get. So yeah, I finally got my level 1 skill, which is completely useless by the way. If you're a mid spender or a whale, okay, if you're a whale in the new server, honestly just get the skill. It's really expensive, but if you're a mid spender in the new server, I would say stay away from Majesty statue for now. It's definitely not worth it to get for the stats. It gives really bad stats. So total, if you spend full price for it without discounts, it's about 300k Nyan berries. So yeah, the chisels and hammers used to be really expensive. They still are really expensive. Level 11 to level 12 is 100, which is 25,000 Nyans, which I can't show anymore because of the new update. But it's 100k Nyans just for hammer to 11 and 12. There is one event that gave a lot of chisels and hammers, which is Khafra Travel, but honestly it only has came once with that statue stuff inside, and I'm not sure if it will come back. But if it does, I might roll it because this statue is just so much better to level up. It's cheaper in terms of chisels and hammers. You require less. I think level 11 to 12 is 80 compared to 100, which is a big difference. That's 5k Nyans difference. So yeah, if ever I roll Khafra, I'll do this one instead, but the Wheel of Times are more expensive. So yeah, that's it for my red statue adventures. It was a long journey, but I'll probably stop. Okay, and now it's time for PvE build. So PvE is really annoying that you have to manually swap in and out when you're changing weapons. But yeah, let's just put it on medium. So this is my PvE stats. You can see my... Okay, let me just change my... Okay, this goes to M damage. And honestly right now, I haven't tested which one does more, but I'm just using PvE damage in PvE because why not? I would say don't follow my advice of using PvE damage bonus, by the way. The last I checked, which was when third drop just came out, it was M damage was better for Warlock in PvE, like significantly better. But right now with all our stats so inflated, I'm not sure if I need to be boosting my PvE damage up or not. So don't take this as a guide. This is just what I'm using. I'm very well maybe wrong on this. So, but yeah. M damage, M attack for this build goes up significantly because of my soul force. I always mention this, but yeah, my soul force is just pure attack in PvE, as well as the nether force weapon. The nether force weapon gives so much. So much M attack. So M damage 545. PvE damage bonus 9.3. And then 2269 ignore MDef. Nice. But I feel it's still too low. I'm doing so little damage in Glory 15 that it is a joke. And my Soul Force Mastery is on Glory build is, let's see, 1272. 1272, and Glory 15 requires 840. So I'm doing a good amount. I'm like 400 above, but I'm just doing so little damage to the monsters because of my... That is the wrong build. That's gravity. I'm doing so little damage to the monster because of the lack of M damage and ignore M def, I feel. I'll just change it. Cancel. Okay. But yeah, you can see my stats to certain monsters if you want. So yeah, equipment, of course, nether force. So, oh, I forgot to show one thing for PvP. So in PvP, I'm using the strategy tablet. Where is it? Strategy, which is for every 200 max SP, you do 1% more of M damage. So I'm just using this to really inflate my M damage bonus in PvP, because I feel like all the supports are getting really, really high M damage right now, which is like 400 plus, some close to 500, and you really feel the damage difference when you don't have enough M damage, which I've learned from playing Warlock especially. Holy Word is nice, but I feel it's not really necessary, because this is element skill damage and M attack and really little M damage. Just like what, 25%? Or Spirit Dog, how many stacks can Spirit Dog get? I'm not sure, but yeah, I've just been using strategy. I've tested it out once and it did significantly more damage for me, so I'm just sticking to strategy for now. I tried Legacy of Dragon, but I felt like it was doing less damage than Holy Word, so yeah, this is my go-to for strategy. This is my go-to for PvP, I mean. For other equipment in PvE, moving back to PvE, my other equipment, Nether Force, it's just the leftover stats from my PvP weapon. As you can see, every time I get an upgrade here, I'll just move it over to here, except for the PvE damage bonus. I'm just cursed with this. Yeah, this armor 308, PvP damage bonus reduction. You don't need PvE damage reduction, so I'm never gonna change this. This one as well, you don't need PvE damage bonus reduction. All my stats are catered to PvP because I don't really care about defensive stats in PvE. Okay, I felt like I showed this already. Okay, and then now my accessory. So my accessories are set to Power of Dawn. I feel this is the best for mages, be it Sorcerer or Warlock. So yeah, for both PvE and PvP, I'm using Power of Dawn. Yep. And if you want to see my substats, I'm really unlucky. I wouldn't say really unlucky, I have 2 red, but yeah. Trying to get Ignore MDef on the first slot, and maybe I think it's M attack on the 3rd slot or M damage on the 3rd slot. But yeah, this one is, I can't even get Ignore MDef on this one. I only have 2 locked slots on this. Yeah, I locked these 2. So 3rd slot is M damage, yeah. And first one is Ignore for me, for sure. So moving on with the PvE. Cogwheels, I will switch in between fire, lightning, and cold if I'm using earth element, I'm just gonna stick to fire. I can't be bothered to change. Here's my enchants. I've heard that for enchants going like let's say on this one, or either your face or your mouth, going for flat int gives you more damage than PvE technique, which is sharp battle. PvE technique, I haven't tested that out. It might very well be true, but honestly I see this and I just click. So don't take my PvE build as a full thing. I haven't been testing PvE a lot because of my lag, so yeah, later I'll show. My character doesn't really hit at 500% attack speed in PvE, even though it says 500. But yeah. Okay, Nebula. It's PvE, honestly. You can just throw in whatever you want as long as you have the damage once done. That's my motto for PvE. Okay, what else? Feathers. So the feathers, day comes in and then the defense gets truth back. So day gives really good PvE stats, which is a shit ton of Ignore MDef, PvE damage bonus, and M attack. You couldn't ask for more. And honestly, you don't get Ignore MDef on dark feathers. You just get this P attack, M attack, and at most you get, yeah, you just get P attack, M attack from dark feathers in attack statues. So I recommend building up a day. You don't have to make it as high tier as your dark. It will be better maybe 1-2 tiers down. Your CP will drop for sure, but it's better for PvE. So as you can see, not all of them are tier 7 because I'm focusing on my PvP set. So I think only 1 is 7 and the rest are 6. So 6, 6, 6, 6, yeah. And that's it for feathers, I think. And then sigils. Sigils, PvE, I'm mostly using this setup, which is Impale, Nether Force, Soul Mark, Chest of Fate. Even if your Nether Force is not level 2, I recommend putting it in. Nether Force at level 1, like literally level 1, is already better than Impale 3, if I'm not mistaken. If you don't have Impale, you can always swap it out for maybe Starfall or even Meteor. Meteor is fine. Soul Mark 4 is just really good to have for magic classes, as well as Choice of Fate. Choice of Fate is by far the best damage sigil for low spenders, in PvE of course. So yeah, the only thing is Sorcerer attacks way too fast, and I can actually kill myself by using Choice of Fate, as if you compare to P attack classes like Gunslinger with a lot of luck. They basically don't take any damage from Choice of Fate, because every 10 luck reduces the chance of sacrificing your own HP. But yeah, so my net force is slowly creeping up to level 30, which is when I'll be able to use it in PvP. And once it's level 30, I'm not going to stop. I'm going level 45, and once it's 45, I can finally change back to Warlock, which I'm really excited for. But it's gonna be a very, very long time. I would say maybe end of the year. Okay, and Nexus I showed just now. Card deck. This is my card deck, which is very selfish. I'm not using the one where you share the stacks, because my supports in my party are using that. So I'm just getting 40% M damage from this. And yeah, Sorcerer can hit 40% damage by themselves just by using minor and major. So this one works well for Sorcerer. Soul Force, yeah, I showed off just now. Nightingale, exactly the same as my PvP. And mount, I don't have any better mount. If I had Mr. Death, I'll be using Mr. Death, but Celestial Dragstar is my go-to for PvE as well, for the 6% M attack. Let me see, I might have a better mount actually. Okay, I actually do not have a better mount. Yeah. So medals. Here's my medals. Can pause if you want. And what is next? Pets. So pets, I got Miko to 3-star just from getting the free coupons and redemption shop as well. So free coupons, redemption shops, and Sky City. So I got like 4 boxes here. Mainly put Sky City for the sigils, but yeah. Miko is 3-star, and therefore Dunel's Pact got reset, and I lost a little bit of stats and quite a fair bit of CP because Dunel was in assist. But Earthlord is still pumping out its work, because I still use it for PvE sometimes. I'll just swap out my Miko or swap out my Nemesis for Earthlord. And yeah, so I lose a lot of stats from resetting Dunel because of this one thing. Player inherits 0.3% of the pack stats, so this goes up by quite a fair bit. If you see my Earthlord, which is at level 10, it's 3.3% of the pack stats, which is a lot. But yeah, once this is 130, then maybe I will just click this a few times and then get more M attack from my Dunel, because Dunel's highest stat is M attack, and I think at that point it was giving me like 20 more M attack compared to Earthlord's 11. He's giving me a lot of HP, that's it. Huan at level 3, tier 3. I did not pull Huan because I would have preferred to pull Huan over Miko, but Huan does not have a 100% summon like Miko, which I do not know why the devs are not changing it, because Huan is still a good pet in my eyes. And Tasha B is not really good, but at the same time, these are the only 3 pets, which is Bully, Rocker Bully, Huan, and Tasha B, which do not have 100% pull rate. It does not make sense for anyone to pull these because you got a 40% chance of getting screwed over by the game as compared to everything else, which you are guaranteed the limited pet that you want. So I'm just really annoyed with that, and yeah, I would have rather put my Huan Huan because I like Huan Huan. Huan Huan 10 gives you free angeling card, and the pact for Huan Huan is also pretty damn solid at max level, which is how you see it. Yeah, it gives you a lot of damage reduction. And also why I would focus on Huan Huan is because I don't want to split my resources too much because I don't have that much resources in the first place. So yeah, Vigorate Avenge boxes only give up to Vampiro, so it's gonna be a while before they update it to actually give Miko. So if all my stuff are going to Huan Huan there anyways, I would have rather going, you know, just funneling and focusing on one at a time. But yeah, it is what it is. Miko is at tier 3, and just leave her here for now. And okay, I forgot to show one thing. Costumes. So costumes in PvE, it's this Ocean Ray collection. I'm not sure if this is free to play obtainable. Teddy Paw Print, I'm pretty sure this is. Maple Solitaire, this is definitely free to play. And this thingy, which is Lily of the Valley Knight. Okay, and Mango Breeze, which is not obtainable for free to play. I do not have any free to play recommendations because I haven't been using anything other than Mango Breeze for a long time. But anything that gives you skill damage is pretty good for PvE. Okay, and then in PvP, I am using this from the previous Sky City, Orchid Whisper. What's this? White Orchid accessory. Pizza, because pizza is good. Giant Bunny Doll, and Jade Orchid. Yeah, that's it. What's this? Okay, so yeah, that's it for this video. Sorry it's so late. If I missed out on anything, please let me know. I'll reply to the comments when I do see it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all at the end of the month with a video that's actually on time during the month. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.